Ayo, it's Jav.
And Davey.
Welcome to the Decent Take Show. Either we are serving greatness globally or mediocrity to the masses. You decide. Davey, how you be?
Dude, I be good.
Church?
What?
I was going to say close on Sunday, but I said church on Sunday.
Church on
I'm
Sunday.
going to say close on Sunday. You
You're my Chick-fil-A. Oh, can I tell you something about Chick-fil-A?
Nope.
All right. I want to hear it. No. Stonks. Either Jav hears it or nobody
about the filet.
So my wife got a job at Chick-fil-A. She had a job at Chick-fil-A. So
Wait, for how long?
one day.
My pleasure.
Yeah, she went, my pleasure, and she said, I'm done with this. I'm out. No,
Dunzo.
I'm donezo. No, so
Is it called like?
Huh?
I feel like behind the scenes it's like.
Okay, let me tell you.
will say my pleasure.
Let
It's
me
just like
tell you
Dutch
about
Bros.
this process.
Okay,
let me
calm
tell you
down.
about this process. It's insane. Yeah, Dutch Bros is life, bro.
Dutch Bros for life, bro. I'm a mobster.
Yeah. Dutch Bros is like a cult, like Scientology as a religion. Like they got their clutches in deep in the community.
Deep.
Okay, like you start bad mouthing Dutch Bros, like your pets go missing. It's
You get guys in suits following you around.
they're just
and go to
following you around.
Starbucks.
You got to release a documentary like
You missed
exposing
Tuesday.
Dutch Bros.
You skip Tuesday.
Yeah, you skip Tuesday. I love Dutch Bros, by the way.
Their coffee's
I have to
not.
say that.
Their coffee's not great.
I don't like their coffee, but I do like their atmosphere.
I like my pets, so Dutch Bros, you're great.
Wait, what? Oh,
Yeah.
I get it.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So my wife Kaylee, she got this job at Chick-fil-A. She was looking for different jobs. She was like, "Oh, Chick-fil-A sounds like a good fit. I love the company. I love like the whole my pleasure thing. Like it sounds cool." So she gets this job, and they hire her on. Does great with the interview and everything like that. And she says, "Okay, cool. What's training look like?" And they go, "Okay, well, training you're gonna do just kind of on your own time. We'll send you like video links and stuff like that. You go through this training process online, and it sets you up. All right." So she does all that stuff. Then they take her to a branding ceremony, which I was like, "This sounds really sketch." Like
Branding ceremony?
yeah, a brand. They called it a branding ceremony, and she
Like
was
where
like,
they brand you?
"Yeah, that's what I was thinking." I was like,
that's-
"Are they gonna tag you with something? Like they're just gonna take a branding iron out and be like, hey." You know the whole like eat more chicken thing, and we got the cows. Yeah, we consider our employees cattle. Like they just like brand you. No,
Dang.
it was
Respectable.
I think it had a lot to do with just like how do you represent the Chick-fil-A brand. That was the whole ceremony, and it had a lot of review for their training and stuff. But after the branding ceremony, she starts on her first day. This is how the first day goes. I wake up. My wife leaves for work. I work from home. I don't gotta go anywhere. It's great. She gets back home from work. Jav calls me literally right when she gets back home. And she walks inside. I'm on the phone with Jav, and I hear her just yell out, "I'm never going back!" I hate Chick-fil-A. I'm never going back. And I'm like, you hate Chick-fil-A? How bad was it? I had a 15-minute break for like 9 hours of work on her feet. And
Sounds like entitlement.
yeah, it was a lot. But the point
Jonah's not on camera. He's like,
yeah, she's never worked in the food service industry. She was thrown into the food service industry with this.
after applying
After applying, yeah.
and interviewing.
Yeah, and interviewing
Lit.
and all that.
Continue.
And being branded.
And being branded. Yeah, everything that went into that.
I like
And
it.
It was
I like
just
it a lot.
it was the funniest thing to me that she just got home and she was like, I can't do it. I'm done. I'm not doing it anymore. And so I'm just on the phone trying to explain to Jav why Kaylee hates Chick-fil-A now.
And then what happened?
And then Jav came to her rescue. Right? Like I'm supposed to be the hero in this. Jav's the hero in this story. All right? Because why? Because he's a nice guy. We all know that. Mediocrity to the masses. You heard it here first.
Thank you. Thank you, guys. It's been a pleasure. It's been a pleasure to be here. Yes,
Jav
thank you.
comes out with well, you need a new job. I think I got a job for you. What is that job?
What?
What is that job?
Oh, yeah. She just runs our drugs.
Yeah. She got it, right? Like the interview process and everything went cool?
Can't tell you.
Cool. Yeah.
The job is to be an assistant to us at our real estate team.
Yeah.
There you
So-
go.
It was like the perfect fit and the perfect day to pick up the phone. Because Davey doesn't always pick up the phone. But when he does, I'm usually giving him something for free.
I have a sense about these things.
Like a computer?
No, like what?
Like a computer.
Like he's a computer?
Yeah.
No, like you gave him a computer for free.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's not like
And an
referring to me
Xbox
as
One.
Yeah.
Well, I wasn't referring to any of that.
Oh, I thought you were.
And those had nothing to do with phone calls. Those are just like things.
Yeah. But he gave me a PS2,
Yeah.
modded, pirated,
that Game Boy thing.
Game Boy Advance, and a little game insert that's modded and pirated.
I mean, I didn't steal the insert.
Well, he
But
pirated
it's
everything that's on it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he just illegally downloaded a ton of games for me.
Have we said his full name yet?
Oh, David Singer the Third.
No, that's not my full name.
David Lee Singer
Wow,
the Third.
he knew the middle name.
Let's go,
too.
baby!
Let's go!
There's a reason he was your best man.
Piracy is wrong.
Let's go.
Yeah. Let's go.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Bro, don't hit me. It's Black History Month. This guy. This guy.
You know what?
That guy right down there.
When Jewish Heritage Month comes around, don't hit me.
We're in the wrong corners, bro. He's up there. Up there.
That's not my fault.
That's messed up. It's Black History Month and I'm on the bottom.
You know what? Jonah, a little entitled.
A little
A
untitled.
little bit.
That's
Like, that is not my job. That's what Jonah
That's
just
not
did.
my job. I want to call myself the producer, but I don't want to produce.
How do I?
Don't switch it now.
Fine.
There's no switching now. You
can't
have to
switch it now.
unplug and move and all types of stuff.
Someone's going to be watching this. They're going to be like, whoa, why
It would
why did he
actually
just
be
move?
hilarious if live he goes
just
on and he
drag.
drags the sources from one corner to
Don't give me that look, Jonah.
Wait, do you know how to do it? Oh, he doesn't know how to do it. Oh, you big loser. It's okay. It's all good. It's fine. We can
Plus,
just have some non-consistent looking videos.
Also, if he does that, everything's going to be layered on top as well when he drags it.
what do you mean?
Wouldn't it all be layered on top? So when you do like transitions and stuff, it's just going to like
No.
be behind it?
No, he wouldn't move the actual source. He just move where the source is. So we
Oh,
take the
yeah,
video and
yeah.
just move it to your corner, delete your video and all that stuff. Anyways,
you
let's
were
get
gonna
back
do
to the show. Decent takes, baby. Stonks. What's going on in the world right now? Isn't there a new Britney Spears documentary out?
Yeah, a new Britney Spears documentary came out. A lot of, not backlash really, but just a lot of like new strings of protests and people being like, free Britney, let her go, like things like that. Because I mean, this whole documentary came out and it just released a whole lot of information that kind of had been sleeping for a while.
Justin Timberlake came out and apologized to Britney, apparently, after her fans began to get cancel Justin Timberlake trending on Twitter.
I didn't see that trending, but hey, if you apologize and it's all over now, cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm so sick of that word, that C word.
Yes.
Cancel.
Yeah,
Yeah.
not
yeah,
the other one.
And culture.
Oh yeah, that one. I like.
Yeah. Well, there was also the one that came out with, because of the whole Britney Spears thing, like after this got released, people started looking for other stuff. There's a new resurfaced video of an interview with Lindsay Lohan on the David Letterman show, where apparently David Letterman's behavior was just really, really out of line, and how he was like questioning her about rehab and stuff like that, and like, what are you going to rehab for? Why are you going to rehab for that? Like, do you feel like a failure? Like a bunch of like really, really hard lines of questioning that was just inappropriate for sure. She handled it like a champ, I must say. Like she in the video, she really did a really good job of just saying, like, I don't know if that's really appropriate. This wasn't in our like pre-interview and stuff like that, but she was polite about it all. But that's resurfaced, and a lot of people have been showing some hate for David Letterman, and a lot of that has to do with the Britney Spears documentary.
Will any of this cancel culture end ever?
I don't know. I don't know if people
Like,
are going
when
to
did the
continue to
world
get
become
more.
so soft?
I don't know. I don't know if
Because
people
the-
are going to
the-
get more sensitive or if people are going to lighten up.
The same things that people laughed at when they came out, they're now going, "Oh no, that's wrong."
Yeah, that is the weird thing I've noticed about it, right? Like, if you were,
What's the statutes of limitations on jokes?
yeah, if you were old
Should
enough
be
to
none.
understand the joke, or you were old enough
None.
to,
Yeah.
There's no-
To say there's no
you can-
statutes of limitation means that people are always going to
can-
be judged for their old jokes.
Oh, no. I don't think there should be any judge. Like, you have to understand, and this is what people don't seem to understand. Someone can grow from that. I mean, with for instance, James Gunn, right? The director.
Don't even know
of-
who that is.
Well, I was about to explain. He's a director of like Guardians of the Galaxy, some Marvel movies. He's directing the Suicide Squad, which is coming out. he got in trouble, and Disney actually fired him for a time based off of like jokes 10 years old that he had already apologized for numerous times. And so after the backlash from that, they fired him. And then there was backlash against Disney for firing him, so they rehired him. But that's an example of these jokes were like 10 years old. He had already apologized for them.
So you're saying the best way to
backlash.
You're saying the best way to combat cancel culture is to cancel those who cancel others.
No, absolutely not.
So
Well, that's how that
just
worked
stop
with James
canceling
Gunn.
people. Get over it.
Get over
I
it.
just want to call back to the last episode. That lady that made the comparison of the Trump supporters to the Holocaust.
Oh yeah.
Gina
There's a
got
lot.
fired.
Yeah, she got fired.
And then hired by the
Daily Wire to do a movie,
produce and star in a movie.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Interesting.
So there's a whole thing coming out with her, and then a lot of people are coming to her aid with this because her statement was based in her political views, right? So a lot of people within her same line of viewership or whatever, her same line of policy is coming out and being like, hey, this is wrong, like you shouldn't have canceled, things like that.
Well,
but I don't know. I mean, I don't agree with what she said, and that's really where I'm standing with that.
And and the reason why people
Jonah.
what?
Shut up.
No. The reason why people come into her
Jonah.
defense is because
Jonah.
Please.
Shut up.
I like just laughing through this whole thing.
Go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead.
the reason
Honestly.
Really?
the reason people are coming to her defense is because they're rightfully so pointing out that Pedro Pascal, the Mandalorian, in 2018 made a very similar comparison where he took a picture of children in a concentration camp with the caption 1944, and then a picture from, I believe it was like Norway in 2010, and said America 2018, and then made the comparison of they're the same thing. And obviously Disney did not fire him. There was no repercussions for him, and it was at least in the same vein as Gina Carano's comparison. So they've been arguing there's a double standard. That's all I was trying to say.
No, I'll tell him.
Go ahead.
Jonah, shut up.
But no, I don't think cancel culture.
When you speak. So I just want to.
We're just canceling Jonah? Is that
No, absolutely not. Jonah is a upstanding, wholesome guy. That's all you're getting. So I do want to say that we did a conspiracy episode. I think it was actually episode 6 it was going to be.
Yeah.
Oh, trippy.
So 30 weeks ago. And we talked about the Free Britney movement. If we would have dropped that episode, it could have been included in the documentary.
Don't drop that episode.
Hey, no, it was a bad episode.
It was.
We've had some...
Wait, why is that? I wasn't here for when you guys
We were
filmed that.
so tired.
Yeah, so that was an episode we didn't film. We recorded
After our
an
whole episode.
Yeah,
So-
with Mockbee.
So we did the 2-hour episode with Mockbee and then did another 2-hour episode on conspiracies.
Yeah.
And
it
we
was
were
so
dead.
exhausting.
I think that there are multiple times throughout the episode that we're like, why are we still recording?
Yeah, no, there were times where we just started saying that. Like, dude, I'm so tired. I'm dead.
And then we started to make up our I'm dead. And that's where that came from. And there were just points in that episode where we started to make up our own conspiracies.
Yeah.
Wait,
Yeah.
really?
You were like, dude, tell me a conspiracy. I was like, all right.
And it was awful. And that was the moment. And I think that we just forced ourselves to do another episode that week.
Yeah.
To make up for the week that was going to be missed.
So
we have not missed 1 week of decent takes.
Well,
I
you-
haven't missed 1 week.
haven't.
But as a team, we have not missed one upload this entire 34 weeks.
That's
Pretty
insane.
crazy.
Can you believe that? We are, 4 months away from
A year.
a year?
Wow.
Wow.
That's awesome.
Wow. Wow.
Time to just start promoting this junk. Let's go, baby.
Yeah. If you like what you see,
If you like what you hear,
share it.
and subscribe.
Love us. Please.
Okay, back to the epi. But the whole free branding thing is insane, and I think that I'm actually surprised that more people don't know about it, considering how much social media traction it had before. And I think that people just really, I think that if everybody were to just take it seriously for a month, some real change could happen, and we could really get down to what is actually happening. Because as far as we know, the conservatorship is real. That is a real thing. But we don't know Britney's mental state. We don't know what's going on. Do I think a conservatorship is right? In my mind, absolutely not. I can think of very few situations where that would be a thing. And for the length of how long it's been, I can't think of anything that would constitute it being that long, and the restrictions that are on it. They say she's too mentally ill to take care of her kids to make her own decisions, but she's not too mentally ill to be forced to go on tour. That doesn't make sense.
Yeah,
it just doesn't add up.
So,
and I ain't a mathematician.
There's just too much.
I ain't no mathematician. Okay,
ain't no mathematician.
But
we got Mike Tyson up in here.
Wow, Jonah, do you want me to say it?
Go ahead. No, let me say it.
Yeah.
Shut up. Gosh.
I'd hate for that to become a thing. Just
well, I keep thinking, every time I think of Jonah, okay, this is what's happening right now. I don't know if you guys watch Tom Segura's podcast, Your Mom's House. Have you seen that?
No.
Well, they are so rude to their producer, Nadav. I mean, like, they are earth-shattering. Like,
are you just like channeling that now?
Hurtful.
Like you're just, I want to be rude to Jonah.
and in my brain, when I look across that desk, I see Nadav.
So I have to say,
and I'm Tom, and you're not Christina, because that'd be weird.
Sure. I have to say though, like, you have your influences for that. I'm just rude to you because I genuinely don't like you.
You're no Jamie.
I mean, you did invite me to your wedding last minute because people couldn't come. So
yeah, I needed an excuse.
Yeah.
Well, he just didn't want to pay for the seat and not have anybody eat.
Yeah,
exactly.
For real. Yeah.
And he thought, who could I invite that it would really make no difference? And he couldn't find anybody who met that. And then he was like, oh, I forgot to invite Jonah, who's my really good friend.
Yeah.
So he invited you.
How was the wedding?
It was fun, dude.
This is old news.
Yeah, that's true.
I feel like we already talked about it.
Yeah, we did.
Oh, we did. No, we talked about it while you weren't here.
Did we?
Oh, yeah. Because I was on honeymoon.
Oh, we got to talk about us watching American Ultra.
Oh, yeah.
Wait,
dude,
so this
American
past
Ultra
week,
is so
we watched
good.
American Ultra this past weekend, and was it everything I said it would be?
Dude, it was everything you said it would be.
Jonah, was it everything?
Oh. This is a little
awkward.
Okay,
Jonah. It was not my idea.
American Ultra is Jav's favorite movie,
and
now it's mine.
We were gonna watch it all together as a crew, and then
Jonah, you seem so upset, buddy.
You see,
what's
Jonah
bothering
was just
you?
so busy, and
Something get under your skin, bro.
What's going on, Joan?
When are you gonna be anything other than just an intern?
Stop!
Just keep adding.
I told you I was given a full-time position.
Yeah, no, I'm just throwing that in there.
Are you okay with us having watched it already? Because we can watch it again.
We can do
as
it
a
again.
group.
Yeah, it won't be as special, but we can
it'll be fine.
Jonah just did this like we're twisting the knife. Wow, how dramatic.
No, seriously, do you want to watch it with us?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'd still like to watch it with you guys.
That is awesome.
Nice. We haven't,
because I'm a nice guy.
You should.
Yeah.
We also watched Whiplash right after.
Dude, that's actually one of my favorite movies.
It was pretty solid.
Yeah.
It was pretty solid.
I love that movie.
I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah. We basically just had a whole day event of like, what can we do that would just piss Jonah off?
And it looks like it worked.
It was a great day. Honestly, so fun. We got to do that again. We got to find more stuff.
For sure.
Yeah. Jonah, what are things that you like doing with people that would suck if you were excluded from those things?
What gives you the most FOMO?
Yeah.
Fear of missing out.
Mm-hmm.
Going shooting.
I got guns.
Dude, same. Let's go.
Let's go shooting.
All right.
Tomorrow?
Watching
Cool.
movies.
You watch the movies after?
Yeah, not during.
Yeah.
Yeah, after sounds good.
What else?
Are you on a Denzel Washington kick? I noticed that you've been just reviewing tons of Denzel Washington movies.
Yes, I am.
lately. Okay.
Yeah.
What are you reviewing them on Facebook or something?
Instagram stories. I just keep seeing
Oh, I
them
don't
post about it.
Yeah.
But on
Yeah.
on Facebook stories as well.
Is that just a hobby of
I don't have
yours?
Facebook either.
Like just
so
reviewing
that
it,
doesn't
or
help.
do you just like people?
Well, he was going to start a whole podcast about reviewing movies, and he just never did it.
Well, dude, you got to do
Haven't
that.
done it yet.
Yeah. Most people say yet, and then they don't do it.
Mhm. Look at me. I haven't done it yet.
Yeah, I totally haven't made $1 million yet. Haven't made $1 million in 1 minute yet.
Yeah.
I like the eyebrow twitch.
You know?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Joan.
Down.
Okay, let's talk about that stuff that you were talking about that I didn't care about. Oh, wait. Or did I care about it?
It depends. Was it the one that you cared about but you didn't admit to, or the one that you didn't care about actually?
The one I care about but didn't admit to.
Oh, okay. So the Tim guy.
Oh, yeah. I still don't know what's going on with Tim.
Yeah.
So Tim Holt. Tim Boyd.
Have you heard of Tim Boyd?
No.
Oh,
Take it over, Davey.
I got news that Jonah doesn't know about.
Davey's super excited about this CPA story. So basically, I went to file my taxes, and I uploaded all the documents that I thought I needed.
What are you talking about?
The taxes story.
This is not a tax story.
It's not about taxes?
No.
Okay, go ahead.
I want to hear the tax story after this, I guess. But Tim Boyd is the Mitchell County mayor in Texas.
What? I just said that.
No, you said CPA.
You said CPA in taxes.
My CPA in taxes. What are you talking about?
Tim
Your
Boyd, the Mitchell County mayor in Texas.
Your CPA is in Texas?
No. My CPA does my taxes.
Oh.
What are you
no,
not
I'm
hearing?
talking about a mayor in Texas.
I'm just trying to understand how you got confused by the story that David was trying to
He's
tell.
talking about a mayor in taxes. I'm talking about my CPA in taxes.
No. Texas,
Where are we
the state.
missing?
Not the state of taxes, the state of Texas.
I do my taxes in Arizona.
No, Texas, the state.
What about it? Has nothing to do with my CPA. Am I missing something here?
I'm not talking about your CPA.
Okay, don't get mad at my CPA. She did nothing to you.
David,
Yeah, you're
just
right.
tell-
I apologize.
Just
tell the
because she
story.
doesn't work in
Just tell the
Texas.
story.
No, we have to clarify this because,
He's being obtuse on purpose.
You're obtuse
wow.
in weight.
What is it, Grey Goose guava juice?
What does that even mean? Does that mean more than 90 degrees?
Technically, yes, but
Yeah.
it means
Your stomach is more than 90 degrees.
it means being contrary for the sake of being contrary.
What are you, a walking dictionary, Jonah?
Yes.
No, you're like 1/3 of that word.
Airy.
Because you don't have any thoughts. All right, go ahead. Talk about your Texas.
Okay, Tim Boyd. He's
All
the
my
Mitchell County
exes
mayor.
live in Texas like I'm George Strait. Or they go to Georgia State where tuition is handled by some random N-word. Okay, go ahead.
Okay.
It's a song.
Yeah.
It's called
Texas.
Maybe She Will. Wait, what's that song called?
I don't know.
It's
No.
called She Will.
We got to talk about Texas a little bit. I want to talk about Tim Boyd and everything that went with that, because if you haven't heard, I mean, if you've been, I'm sure you've heard a little bit about just the situation going on in Texas with like the freeze and everything like that, like the below zero temperatures and like everything. Like it's been tragedy. But within that, there's this group on Mitchell County Facebook group that started reaching out for support. They basically were saying, hey, is there any government aid that's happening for Mitchell County? Basically like shelters that are being done, anything that's going to be helping with people who are suffering from power outages, because I think it's over, at the time it was like 2.7 million people. Now it's like over 4 million people are suffering from power outages. Then the Mitchell County mayor, Tim Boyd, who I would say, this show Decent Takes, I would say this is probably the worst take of the week. Tim Boyd.
Really?
Yeah. This is what he had to say. I have a screenshot of it from
Okay.
the now since deleted post.
Worst take in the world of this week?
Well, I mean, just of what I've heard in the news. I mean, honestly, if there's worse things, there are worse things. I'm sorry.
Okay, let's hear them.
But here's what Tim
let's hear
Boyd,
that.
the mayor, former mayor now of Mitchell County. Yeah.
Oh, you got fired?
That's bad.
He
You
quit.
about to lose your job.
It came out that
You about
2
to
days
lose your
before,
job.
or like 2 or 3 days before this, he apparently put in his resignation letter or whatever. That's what he's saying. He's saying that he already had every intention of quitting before he posted this.
Okay.
This is what he said. Let me hurt some feelings while I have a minute. No one owes you or your family anything, nor is the local government's responsibility to support you during trying times like this. Sink or swim, it's your choice. The city, the county, along with power providers or any other service, they owe you nothing. I'm sick and tired of people looking for a damn handout. And it just goes through, like, if you don't have electricity, you just got to step up, figure out your game plan, take care of your own, like, do it on your own. Only the strong will survive. And he closes it with saying, apologies, he gets for saying, get off your ass and take care of your own family. Bottom line, he says, don't a part of problem, be a part of the solution.
I think it's the way you read it. I think if you were to read it nicer,
you want to see the.
Let's see if it really sounds bad if I read it.
He's gonna read it in an Elmo voice or something like.
I apologize if this is painful for some of you to hear, but this is how I feel. No one owes you anything, or your family anything, and it's not the local's government. It's not their responsibility to support you through these trying times. It may be painful, but I believe that you can get through it. But sometimes it's sink or swim, and it has to be your choice. The city and the county, along with power providers
Not what it says.
or any other service, doesn't owe you anything. Even though you deserve these things, we just can't give it to you. And I'm sick and tired of people demanding a handout when I want to give you a handout, but my hands are tied right now.
You're adding stuff to this.
I may have altered a word or two.
When I want to give you, I apologize for.
Psych, Tim Boyd, you are a capital D-O-U. You know where I'm going with that.
A jerk. No, yeah. Honestly, this is what I'm saying is the worst take of the week. Tim Boyd, that was not nice. Yeah.
One, he's completely wrong.
And he's the mayor?
Yeah.
Elected by the people.
But let's be honest. If we were going to expect that type of speech from any state, it was going to be either Florida.
New York.
No.
I'd say
100%.
I'd say
Nope.
New York mayor might say something like that.
No.
No.
Cuomo?
No.
Yeah.
Bill de Blasio.
Oh,
Yes.
maybe. Cuomo's always talking about New York. That's why I got it mixed up. Okay. I think it's Texas is in the top 3 at least. Even if it's New York, Florida, and Texas, it's got to be on those 3.
With
But,
this post,
dude,
there's a lot of backlash.
hey,
Yeah.
Ayo, Tim Boyd, let me holla at you, son. Right here, right now, face to face. Here, listen.
Face to face.
Listen, okay? All right, Timmy, okay? Little guy. All right, is he a big dude? I just want to know how I should approach this.
Yes.
Because AB was looking mighty strong in the Super Bowl. You know what I mean?
Antonio Brown.
Yeah, he's looking pretty strong in the Super
But
Bowl.
you could totally take him in a fight.
All right, Tim! You little mother sucker. No, seriously, that's mad rude.
No, really.
It's not only mad rude, but it's degrading to people who are literally they're in the middle of a crisis. And whether we think it's a crisis or not, we can't determine what they're feeling or what they're going through in this time. Like, I could easily say, I'm from Michigan. We had tons of snow. We had our electricity go out sometimes. We had to suck it up and deal with it. But what does that do to help the people in Texas?
Yeah, exactly.
Nothing. Nada. None.
Plus-
so these people are literally going through it right now in this moment, and all you want to do is throw it back in their face. It's idiotic, stupid.
Yeah.
You're a donkey.
Plus,
And a
what's been
donut.
going on in Texas?
Put your hand here. And then put your other hand in the other side. You're an idiot sandwich. Thank you, Gordon Ramsay.
Ramses. Yeah.
Yeah.
And plus, with everything that's been going on in Texas, I mean, Texas is a state that was not prepared for this kind of weather, this kind of temperature. Point to make with that, the power companies, they've been sharing that the price per
Square foot of a house.
I think megawatt hour megawatt hour. It wouldn't be kilowatt. It would be larger than that. Went from like a $22 per megawatt hour up to $9,000 per megawatt hour. They were literally saying we will give people $100 if they switch to a different power company. We will void all the fees if you switch to another well, considering that like there would be fees associated with it if you switch to a different company and things like that, they were basically saying we'll waive those fees.
Nah, if you want me gone, you have to buy me out.
It's better than.
But then people can't afford their
9,000.
bills as well because of all this. But then you can't fluctuate and say your bill just went up randomly because of weather. So it's putting power companies as a huge disadvantage where they're saying, well, there's power outages now, where in the state of Texas has never been like a days at a time type thing.
You know what would be crazy?
Pretty crazy.
What would be the most insane? This idea is gonna blow your mind. Are you ready? Are you ready to make $10,000 in the next 10 days? Listen to me right now. Don't skip this commercial. Listen. I have this insane idea, and I know you guys have probably never heard of this before, and it's gonna sound way right field, way left field, but I want you to hear this. I want you to hear this right now. What if we were to look into what if we were to look into alternative energy sources?
That's actually the problem.
What? That's the problem?
Whoa.
Alternative energy sources are the problem? How's that?
Because the windmills froze and stopped working.
Okay, there are more than windmills. I think windmills are the least efficient out of all the alternatives.
Well, they are. And then solar wasn't working because there was no sun.
Yeah.
And then the battery.
Ever?
Well, and also the batteries where these.
There's no sun at all from the second the day started to the very end of the day. The sun never came up.
I mean, I can't say that I wasn't there. But,
So how you gonna say the sun wasn't up?
Well, it didn't
You
matter.
literally just looked me dead in the eye. Hey, no. You just looked me dead in the eye and said the sun wasn't
Pointed at
up.
me.
And then
You
I
went,
said,
"Hey,
how do
no."
you know? You said, well, it wasn't there. So you don't know.
Well, I can't say if it wasn't there out at all that
Should I
that
say
day.
it?
But what I do
Yeah.
Shut up, Jonah.
you
You
know
out
is
here with a whole
the
foot in your mouth.
The batteries were so cold they could not even store the energy, whether there was sun or not.
How do you know that?
Because
What's your source?
Would you read it?
What's your source, journalism boy?
I read
we
it
did
too.
a couple stories on
What's
it.
your source? Your source can't be you guys.
Well, yeah, not us, but like Fox News, CNN.
Don't trust either one of those. Next.
Local news as well. So like,
What?
The only source I believe is Jesus
Christ.
Almighty.
Forever.
Son of God.
Okay.
If
You're
he's
not-
not your source of power and
Shut up.
truth.
I swear Joel Osteen's somewhere locking the doors to his church.
Oh my gosh, his church is in Texas. It is. Oh, because of that thing where he didn't provide aid and open his church up during the flooding, right?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
This is somewhere
That was
Joel
a great
Osteen is
reference.
locking
That
all
was
the
just-
doors of his church right now.
Wow. Just clap for that. That
Thank
was a
you.
great
Clip
reference.
that, fam. No, but
Joel Osteen somewhere locking the doors.
I'm not saying that
Storm's coming. Better lock the doors.
maybe windmills wouldn't have worked. Maybe solar wouldn't have worked. But I think that if more money went into solar and windmills and things like that, like people were actually funding these things to the level that they're funding fossil fuels and gas and all that stuff, they could have been advanced enough to withstand something like this.
What about nuclear power?
Well, and that's the problem.
We used
though,
all
is-
those in that one war.
Is the Cold War. The thing with this storm that they're facing, they have not faced anything like this. They said
It's
in like
unprecedented.
120 years.
Yeah.
So it's difficult to say, well, these companies should have prepared for it when they prepared for some cold, but they did not prepare for the level of
But
this storm.
what I'm saying is that if you're saying that they used solar panels and the solar panels didn't work because their batteries froze, there could have been some advancements done to solar and alternative energy sources that could have happened with the proper funding.
Well, they have plenty of funding.
No, they don't.
Yeah, they do. There's
Solar and alternative energies?
Yeah,
No, they don't. No.
they're insanely subsidized by the federal government.
Really?
Yeah,
Really? Then why is nobody using solar?
It's expensive.
it's pretty expensive to install, and it takes a little while for that expense to get kicked back.
It's not extremely expensive to install. They install it for free, and they just charge you for 30 years, and then they take it back.
Yeah, well, my parents have solar, actually.
Do they own it or do they lease it?
I believe they lease it.
See, and then in 20 years, they're going to have to give it back.
Yes.
So you're going to pay it off just to give it back to somebody. Doesn't make sense.
Leasing them?
Mm-hmm. In my brain.
Well, I mean, I've never understood the idea of leasing anything, but...
Well, if you're rich and you lease cars, you get to drive a new car every couple of years.
Yeah, that's insane to me. And I'm also not rich, so...
Yeah, you are.
I am
You white-collar kid. This dude pulls up to my house in a freaking Lamborghini every week, opens up his butterfly doors, and goes, "What's up?" And he's always 15 minutes late. Am I wrong, David?
Yes.
No, not at all.
That's
I
2
was
to
just
1,
looking
bro.
at ways people can help with Texas.
Yeah, can you find out?
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure Red Cross is doing stuff.
They're always doing stuff.
Yeah, they're always doing.
Are there? I always want to find the smaller organizations that are doing stuff
Mm.
because I don't really be trusting these. I don't know if I talked about this already on this show. Maybe when some other horrible disaster happened. No, it wasn't a conspiracy one. But I don't. It's not a conspiracy. It's that I just don't trust huge companies that do stuff for humanity. And I know they probably do stuff, but I don't know where all that money's going, and it kind of scares me. Like when people are on Facebook and they're like, "Oh, tap this button to give to so-and-so charity that's going to help with hurricane relief." And I'm like, that's like $60 million that y'all just raised. What'd you do with it?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. That's just difficult for me. Maybe it's just a me thing. It could. Oh crap! I forgot to do something, but I need to go do it. Anyways, can somebody pick up this conversation so that I can text back a client?
Sure. I mean, I'll just go over the ways people can help.
Yes.
Yeah.
The list here that I'm seeing, this list is provided by, well, really, I'm just Googling different things, trying to see how you can help. Obviously, you can do the same, but you can go through Salvation Army, Red Cross. There's Urban League, which is in the Austin area. Lakewood Church actually does have their doors open and things like that, so they are helping people as well. So you can look up ways to assist with them as well. And these are all different ways you can assist from outside of Texas. Obviously, there's travel warnings and stuff for flying into Texas or traveling to Texas by the roads and things like that because of everything that's going on. So if you're wanting to help, it's gonna look a little bit differently. But there's also the Other Ones Foundation. They're providing resiliency kits for residents on the around campsites and stuff like that. So they're trying to provide warming methods and stuff like that. And then there's Dallas area organizations like Austin Street Center, Our Calling, Stew Pot, Union Gospel Mission, Oak Lawn United Methodist Church. There's a bunch of local places that you can look up and see how you can provide some help and support for those guys as well out there. So if you're not looking for helping the large Big Brother organizations, you can totally be looking into the small ones as well.
And if you send the money to me, I know some people in Texas.
If you send the money to me, it would not be for Texas. It would just be sending money to me. But I can help point you in the right direction.
Do we have like a good cop, bad cop thing going on right now?
Why?
Like I'm the good cop who's like, yeah, send me the money and I'll make sure it gets to Texas. And you're the bad cop who's like, send me the money so I can inflate my budget.
Yeah. I mean, we did the same thing with the Bow Wow story where it was
Bow
like,
wow wow, yippee yo,
like,
yippee yay.
Bow
Where
Wow,
my
give me
dogs at?
$1.5 million. I'll take back everything I said. And I was like, Bow Wow, give me $10 and I'll just say you're cool. It's good cop, bad cop there too.
You're a cheap date.
Yeah.
Not really though. This dude be just drinking milkshakes from boutique milkshake shops.
It's not a boutique milkshake
This dude went
shop.
to a boutique milkshake shop
No.
today.
Okay.
I called
Can we
him-
talk about your
Can-
phone call?
can
How
we-
infuriating it was?
Can we talk about my phone call and how bad my service was?
I mean, this dude asked me where I was 15 times, and I answered him every time. And it wasn't like he goes, "Hey, where are you?" And I'm like, "Oh, I'm at Andy's Frozen Custard," which, by the way, great ice cream shop, great custard shop. They got great milkshakes. Try it. They got a ton of locations around Arizona. But, may have locations otherwise, I don't know. But I was there. I was sitting in the car with my wife, having a milkshake. Jav calls me, and
I ask him a simple, I say, hello.
"What are you doing?"
And then he says, I'm in my car. And so I say, well, what are you doing? And then he
Having a
goes,
milkshake.
having a milkshake. And I said, oh, where's your wife? And he goes, she's having a milkshake too. And I said, okay, are you home? Then he goes, well, no.
I'm in the car.
And I was like, well, obviously, but where? Are you in front of your house in the car?
No.
Or are you somewhere else in the car?
I'm at the place I got the milkshakes.
How am I supposed to know that? You didn't give me any context.
Well, then
I go, okay, cool. I'll give you a call later.
No. Then you go, cool. That sounds nice. Is your wife with you? I just answered. Yes, she's with me.
Okay, maybe I forgot a question once.
Where are you guys at? We're in the car. Where's that? At the milkshake place. Cool. Did you guys get milkshakes? Yeah, we got milkshakes. Oh, cool. With your wife? Yeah, with my wife, Jav. Oh, that sounds great.
This doesn't even sound remotely like a real story.
This is exactly what happened.
Jonah,
just
are you
kept
believing
asking.
this crap?
You just kept asking.
You are?
Yes.
What'd you get? Milkshakes. Where? At the restaurant that we. Oh, did you get dinner too? No, it's a dessert.
Yeah, he said we're sitting outside of a restaurant.
Don't even start. Don't even get me started.
You did. I said, where are you? You said sitting outside the restaurant.
Yeah, at like the sixth time you said, where are you?
And I said, what restaurant? And then you go, the custard place. It's not really a restaurant.
Because I already said Andy's frozen custard.
And so I was like, well, that's not a restaurant. So are you sitting outside the custard place or a restaurant? Like, don't lie to me, straight to my phone, straight to my ear. And then so
why are you sassing
I was
me?
just confused. Because you're yelling. And it's unnecessary. Just like you did on the phone, which is why I was confused and had to ask the same question a few different times.
So many times.
A couple times is not that bad. Just say, never mind, I don't want to talk.
No, I did want to talk.
Then answer my questions.
I did.
You know, for somebody who asks you a lot of questions, I hate being questioned.
Yeah, really.
When somebody asks me like more than 2 questions at once, I'm like, stop.
Yeah, you've said that before about like when Jonah texted you and he texted you like 3 questions at once.
I'm like, why are you interrogating me?
When Kaylee texted you about the job, she texted you, I think, like, when is it and where is it? And as soon as she sent the where is it text, I was like, oh, he doesn't like that.
I did respond to both questions at the same time, though.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. No,
you did that for her.
I think 2 is the maximum.
I think 2 is the max.
Yeah. If you
2 questions at once is fine.
If you jump to like
1
the
is
range
great.
of a few,
1 question is great.
It's direct.
2 questions is fine. 3, go away. 4, you're dead to me. 4 before I can even answer one of them?
Oh, it's messed up.
That's unnecessary. Unnecessary.
It ruins the conversation because you're like, where do I take the conversation from here?
Which one do I answer first?
You come to a fork in the road and there's 4 ways to go and you're like, and the map only shows 2 and you're like, okay.
It is literally a intersection in Chicago where has 7 different ways you can go.
Not even
and
4.
I just want to go one way.
Each way splits in 2. So each one you got to then make a decision from choosing that one.
Because then where's the conversation going to go? Because then you have to choose which response you're going to respond to too. And then it's like we're having 4 different conversations at once. And I don't even like texting. So that 4 conversations with one person at one time, too many.
Yeah, and
too many conversations.
When you have a conversation,
and I do declare. Go ahead.
And when you have a conversation, at least when you have a conversation in person or over the phone, like just talking, like you can't ask a ton of questions. You ask a direct question, you get a direct answer, then you answer that question or respond to it with another question. Like you go back and forth. There is an exchange, and with that exchange, there is this path that you lead a conversation down. If you are texting and then you send someone a text that doesn't lead them down a pathway of conversation, then you are just giving them all kinds of directions to go in, and it is confusing.
I agree.
Yeah.
And I don't like it.
Yeah. So how do you feel about it? What would you think you would do to improve it? What's the new thing about texting, and why don't you have social media? You gonna pull out? Yep. You gonna whip it out? There it is. Yep.
What? Repeat what you said?
Yeah. I'll do it one at a time, actually.
I also don't like the way it got silent and then he just goes, yeah, whip it out. Please watch the video, guys.
I wasn't going to say anything, but it sounded bad.
Yeah, kind of like how you hit on us every week.
Yeah, honestly,
that does not happen.
And that's not even about...
You didn't even hit on us today. I'm kind of offended.
Yeah. The way you said that, I'm kind of offended. Well, he
We
did
don't
it
look good
before
enough for you today, Jonah.
Yeah, Jonah, tell me I look good.
You guys look great.
I don't like the saliva dripping down your mouth.
I
Right now.
I know. Jonah got a haircut, so he thinks he's better than us.
Obviously,
That's what it is.
No.
You don't think you're better than us?
No.
I think
Why?
you're better
How
than
good
us.
do you think we are?
I think you guys are awesome.
I think you're better at everything than we
That
are.
is
Yeah,
absolutely
I think I
not
can't
true.
compare to you, Jonah.
Me either.
Well, you're both wrong.
You're the kind of man that has so much confidence. This is going to be the weirdest roast of Jonah. You're the kind of man who has so much confidence that he could wear a sweater to his own wedding and feel really good about it.
And look
That's
greater.
true confidence.
That's
Yeah.
true. Looking
That's
like
fair.
Yeah.
looking like a hot ham.
Yeah.
Juicy.
You're the kind of man whose wife says, I married a model.
How does it feel, Jonah?
Yeah.
You uncomfortable?
A little bit.
Now you know how we feel every week. Walked into that one. Toodaloo.
What was that little sound at the end?
What?
The one.
It's like Legend is do-do-do-do.
Is that not normal?
What, the sound?
I don't know. Can we move into 60-second takes?
Absolutely.
Yes, we can.
Let's go into our new favorite segment, your favorite segment on your second favorite podcast, the 60-second Takes.
That's great. Your second favorite podcast.
60 seconds.
Boom, boom, boom. On this episode
Bam, bam.
of 60-second takes, if you're not familiar with this segment, basically, one of us is going to give the other person a topic, and they're going to have 60 seconds to debate their stance on that topic, or just however they feel about said topic. And the other person is going to get 60 seconds to rebuttal as to why they are either right with their take or they're wrong with their take. If you think that some of our takes are bad when we've had time to work them out in conversation, they get worse in 60 seconds, or they get better if we're good at improv. So let's start with Davey.
All right. You ready?
Yep.
Your first 60-second take is avocado toast.
Avocado toast is the biggest deception that has ever been created. Ayo, California, you dumbos. You can't just stick avocado on a piece of bread and charge somebody $15 for it, you big dummy. What makes me mad is that they add an egg and it gets more expensive. If you eat avocado toast, you're being scammed. So I don't ever want to hear you guys talk about the people who slide into your DMs and talk about cryptocurrency, or slide into your DMs about the MLM, the multi-level management companies, or slide into your DMs like, hey lady, have you ever tried this product out? Because you believe in a bigger scam than any of those fools do, and that is Forex trading. No, it's avocado toast. So get that crap out of here. And avocado by itself isn't even that good. So you think that you can just add a piece of bread to it and make it a freaking vegetable sandwich and that's going to make it better? No, it's not a thing. Get rid of it. I don't care how much salt and pepper you add. You can add your little over easy egg to it. It's still going to taste like doo-doo. Next.
I really like avocado toast.
Are you serious?
I love avocado
Give him
toast.
60 seconds. Just start.
Here we go. Avocado toast is delicious, okay? I love avocado. You just hate avocados. You're biased. You don't like avocados. You got nothing to say about avocado toast because you wouldn't even eat it to begin with because you don't like avocados. Have you had avocado toast? Have you had an egg? Of course you've had an egg. Have you had an egg on avocado on toast? Nice little brioche bun or whatever that would
It's
be.
good.
Mm-hmm. It's delicious. Have it on like ciabatta bread. I've had avocado toast of all shapes and sizes, and they're all delicious. You know why? My mouth is salivating. I love avocado toast. I love avocados basically just because I think that they're delicious. They're really creamy. They're really delicious. I like how they taste. I like the texture, everything like that. Avocado toast is not necessarily worth the price. $15 for a piece of toast and some avocado on it, not really so good. I do agree with the deception take that you went with that, but they are so good that I may not even care. I may just go to a breakfast place and be like, man, I'm feeling like something healthy. Maybe it's not that healthy, but you know what? I'm going for it.
Sheep. You're a sheep.
I love avocado toast.
Avocado toast is so stupid.
You just don't like avocado, bro.
It has nothing to do with me not liking avocado.
Do you think guacamole is stupid?
No.
But you don't like it.
And it's
You don't
not
like
stupid.
avocado
It is guacamole is objectively an important piece of Mexican food,
Yeah, but I can make avocado
regardless
toast
of
at
how
home.
I feel about it.
I can make avocado toast at home.
Yeah, but you don't.
I do.
That's stupid.
I actually do.
If
I
you make
have
it at
for
home, I
breakfast.
don't care. But if you go to a restaurant and pay $15 for it, you're a dumbo.
I would agree with that.
Depends on the restaurant, actually.
Well, it depends if you're paying or not.
That's true. Yeah.
If I'm buying you food and you try to order some freaking avocado toast,
Nope.
I will. Oh my gosh! No, I'm gonna end up on one of them serial killer documentaries.
Yo, you wanna get breakfast tomorrow?
You got a credit card?
Oh yeah, I'm the one that asked. Never mind.
Yep.
You gonna order avocado toast just to spite me?
Yep.
We can trade. If you order, I'll eat it.
No, I'm gonna order it and I'm gonna throw it on the ground, and then I'm gonna clean it up because I care about service industry.
Yeah, that was rude.
I'll still clean it. It's fine.
Oh, okay.
Anyways, let's
your
get
part.
these 60 seconds ready. Your topic today is vanilla versus vanilla bean versus French vanilla ice cream.
Okay, here's the thing. I hate French vanilla ice cream. I don't actually believe it's authentic vanilla. Not because of the whole French thing. Don't get me wrong. French vanilla is a mixture of hazelnut and vanilla. French vanilla usually is always the combination of like 3 parts vanilla to 2 parts hazelnut, or 3 parts vanilla to 1 part hazelnut, depending on the recipe you use. I know that because working in the coffee industry, as long as I did, a lot of the time, what?
Nothing.
A lot of the time, you would have to make French vanilla from scratch by mixing hazelnut and vanilla. I don't think that French vanilla is an authentic form of vanilla ice cream. I do think that vanilla bean is really cool just because it has like the little bean grounds in it. I think that that's really cool. But if you're looking for just like a nice classic vanilla ice cream, I'm just down with vanilla. Just plain vanilla ice cream is delicious. If I'm looking for a little crunch, I'll go for the vanilla bean. If you get a vanilla bean that doesn't have the little pieces of vanilla bean in it, that's a fraud. That's literally just vanilla ice cream, and they just branded it bean because the extra word makes it sound fancier. Like, don't do that.
Okay. I can respect that. 60 seconds on the clock, please. So, vanilla bean is objectively the best out of those 3.
I
It's
agree.
not even a question. French vanilla is absolutely maybe the worst type of ice cream to ever exist. Let me explain. That's my new thing. Let me explain.
I like that.
First off, that's something, sorry, that's literally how the ad sounds that plays before our show. Okay, French vanilla ice cream is trash. It's just disgusting. It's way too sweet. It kind of tastes like if you were to just stick coffee creamer in the freezer and then chew on it afterwards. Like, that is what French vanilla ice cream tastes like. Regular vanilla tastes good until you have vanilla bean, which is just objectively much better.
Mm-hmm.
So, you get the vanilla bean. Yes, it has a little black specks, but you ought to like the black specks. It's Black History Month, baby. So take vanilla bean, number 1. Number 2, vanilla. And for the number 3 spot, it's asparagus. And then number 4 is French vanilla.
French vanilla. I agree.
Good.
Have you ever had one of those like asparagus ice creams?
Never. I do like asparagus, but I don't like asparagus. I would never.
Have an asparagus popsicle.
I don't think so. I think I would try it.
What if I brought like a popsicle next week? Mystery popsicles.
I would try it because I tried
try
the pickle.
You try
with
it?
the Kool-Aid in it.
I've never had it. It would be new for me too. I would love to try that. That'd be
Yeah,
fun.
I'd be down. Jonah, of course, you can't try it over there by all the equipment,
Do
but
you have any food allergies?
No.
All right.
no.
All right. Cool.
How about we all bring a mystery popsicle next week?
Oh, and then we just trade. Like we just white elephant gift it.
Yep, because I already have my idea.
That's
But
great.
down.
I'm not eating mine.
That's terrifying.
Like, mine's gonna be just for you guys.
That's
He's like,
We all bring one mystery popsicle. It can be homemade.
Joe's like,
Oh.
I made it myself. I was just about to
Oh,
say.
I'm definitely making it myself.
Oh man,
I'm for sure making it myself,
he's gonna.
and it's gonna be so disgusting.
He's gonna just pull out his popsicle. He's gonna be like, "Hey, it's homemade." Like just.
Can I tell you what it's gonna be?
Yeah.
Because I don't think I can do it. I can't do it in good conscience. It was gonna be mayonnaise and anchovy popsicle.
Oh, dude, I would have been fine with that.
No, you
I wouldn't
wouldn't.
eat the whole
No.
thing. I would totally be able to do that for the joke. But now that you've told me, no.
Don't worry, I have worse ideas.
Okay, great.
No, I don't want to.
I drank a raw egg on this podcast.
I don't want
I can
any
eat all that
throw up.
I don't want. Mine's gonna be just vomit, frozen vomit.
Oh.
Mine. No,
Mine's gonna be diarrhea.
frozen. No. Oh man.
All right, what's the next topic? Jonah,
Next
get
topic,
your hand
yeah.
on the mouse.
Here we go.
And Joe, can you start counting us down when our time's gonna start? So
Oh
that we
yeah.
know? 'Cause
Should
that'd
I
be
like
lit.
say the topic and then we do the countdown?
Yep. As
or-
soon as he finishes the topic, you give us a countdown to start it.
All right.
3, 2, 1. Not a 5,
Your
4, 3, 2,
topic
1.
is ready, Jonah.
Yep.
All right. It is jorts.
3, 2, 1, go.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. As a man who is adamantly against shorts in general, I would like to tell you that jorts shall not pass. Anytime you mix two words together, it's a pain, especially when it comes to clothing. Unless it's like sweatpants, but that is like, that already exists. Like, that's its own thing. But jorts, when two existing things come together and become one new thing, like it has some cute pet name, like a boyfriend and girlfriend get together and it's like Shannon and Harold and it's like Cheryl. Like, no, it's disgusting. So jorts should not exist. Why? Because my thighs are thick, but my shins are skinny. You guys know this. I've already talked about it. That's why this isn't a standing podcast, amongst other reasons that we shouldn't just be standing during a podcast. But jorts are
Javaughn is much
jeans,
taller
but
than
also shorts, which is much. I can't get behind it.
I have a question.
I don't even have what.
Are shorts that are made of denim, like for girls and, well, yeah, guys don't wear them, I guess. For girls, are those considered jean shorts, or is it just, are jorts just for men?
I'm thinking jorts as in the ones that go past the knees or by the knees, and they're jeans and they're for dudes.
Yeah, I'm thinking
Okay.
of the same thing.
What girls wear has nothing to do with me.
Yeah, I feel like there's a different
That's fair.
name for that, anyways.
Yeah, I'm not here to judge what women wear. I'm here to judge what I would have to put on my body, and some jorts ain't going on.
Yep.
Period. Put Davey on the stand, please.
3, 2, 1, go.
My dad used to make his own jorts.
You didn't start the timer, buddy.
Go.
My dad used to make his own jorts.
Those are even worse.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. So I have a construction dad. If you've ever had a construction dad, if you have a construction dad, if you got a construction guy in the family, you might have noticed that jeans end up getting a little messed up on the job. Well, he came home and he was like, too much paint. Just took some scissors, started cutting them off. While he's wearing them, he doesn't take them off. He just like cuts around his legs. Cause he's just a grown man. He's just cutting his jorts. And the dude doesn't realize that you can just buy new jeans. So he goes out, works, messes up his jorts. What's he do? Cuts them shorter. What's he do the next time? Cuts them even shorter. This dude's going out with bicycle jorts every day on the job. And I'm like, can you please not? It's an image that's burned into my mind, especially because my dad had me late in life. So I'm looking at a 65-year-old man in bicycle jorts. And it's not a pretty picture.
Bicycle jorts?
Yeah. Short shorts.
Oh.
I don't like jorts.
I don't like jorts
that-
either.
Nope.
I can't.
No.
And if you can picture for a
That
moment,
would
if you
just-
will, a 65-year-old grown man, sweaty. Sweat and dirt and grime dripping all over him, and he's got shorts that are made of jeans that are way higher than any man's shorts should ever be.
Now, whatever height of shorts you want to wear, it doesn't matter to me.
Just when
I'm
it's
just not a
jeans.
big fan
Jeans.
of jorts.
Yeah, that's the specific thing. When he
And it's
wears
just
shorts,
on me. I'm sure some
made
of
of
you guys
jeans.
can rock them,
yeah,
but I can't. There's nothing in me. If you ever catch me wearing some jorts, just go ahead and off me. Just go ahead and say you've done enough.
yeah.
It's your time.
You want to shake on it?
Pre-dad. Because being a dad changes everything.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Nah, I don't know if I Actually, I'm pretty confident.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll shake on that. Is that for you too?
Yeah, for me too.
Okay,
I can't
lit.
just be like, I'll kill you if you wear jorts and not be willing to do it as well.
So, flash forward 20 years in the future. I call Davey, hey man, let's hang out. We meet up at the golf course, both in
Both of us
jorts.
I was just gonna
Both of us pull out swords.
yes. To the death.
To the death.
Oh man.
Okay.
All right, tell me what I gotta hate this time, Jav.
You don't have to hate. I just want your take.
Hmm.
Are you ready?
That was clever.
Thank you.
I am ready.
Soccer.
3, 2, 1, go.
I like soccer. I don't know much about it. I don't follow it, but I have a lot of appreciation for it. Internationally, football, love it. It was one of those things that I found as a pastime where it wasn't something that I would follow greatly, but it was something that if it was on TV, and like I had no choice in changing the channel over to cartoons, I would still be absolutely satisfied watching that. One big thing for me growing up, I used to go over to this pizza place called Cafe Roma. It was owned by a really sweet Italian family over at Arizona Center in Phoenix, where my dad used to work. And I would go over, I'd hang out in this pizza shop mainly because like the family that ran it was so cool. And the Italian mom that ran it was like, she would just treat me like I was her own kid. I'd walk in there and she'd be like, my boy. And she would do her whole thing. And it was really cool. I always get free pizza. It was a good time. I was a fat kid because I got so much free pizza. I loved it. And they always had soccer on their little, like tiny, like those big box televisions. Loved it. So I got a lot of appreciation for soccer.
That's perfect because I have an addendum for your next 60 seconds following just now. Why soccer is better sport than American football? Go.
I mean, if I had to say why it would be better, I would say nostalgia for me. But I believe football is a better sport.
You can't. That's not the topic.
But I don't agree.
That's not my choice.
My take is that I don't agree.
Why?
I don't agree because I don't think that I think that American football just takes a lot more aggression and things into it. Plus, there's also that like whole joke or surrounding soccer of like someone gets hit just barely and then they crawl and they fall on the ground and they cry and scream about it. The whole like joke of like, he hit me, hit him with the red card, and it's like, no, you just tripped, bro. Things like that. That I just think I think that's kind of ridiculous. I think that football is one of those things where like you get hit, you fall down, you get up, and you hope that you don't have a concussion, but you keep on going because you really, really want that win. I think that football is just something that's a lot stronger in that as far as that goes.
I'm glad that aggression.
I think the aggression factor has a lot to do with it.
Okay. Yeah. Aggression determines skill. That's a thing. Give me my 60 seconds.
3, 2, 1, go.
I personally played soccer in high school, and I played football in middle school. And I have to say, if I were to judge the two, I would say that realistically, they're nothing alike and can't be compared. American football is a sport that is based on the not only just the aggression, but it's just a very different game. So soccer is more, I will say honestly, technical. Every single movement matters, I think, more than football in some ways. But in other ways, football can be more technical because, you know, there's a quarterback throwing the ball through the air. There's a cornerback. There are so many different positions that all have to play integral parts in remembering all the plays. But honestly, what I really want to get to is that Tom Brady had this little flip-up thing with the plays on his arm, and it really reminded me of the old Yu-Gi-Oh! Arm things where you start a duel.
You created this whole topic just so you could say that.
Yep.
Let's duel.
I never had one, but I did get one at one point in 4th grade. I had like Yu-Gi-Oh cards that I'd hustled off of people in elementary school. Don't ask how, but I'm a charmer in elementary school. I had a big old head. You couldn't say no. I'd be like, "Can I have your card?" And they're like, "Sure." What's wrong with you?
You're just trying to make me make another big head clip.
No, maybe I should just send you a picture of my. I probably have a picture of my gigantic head as a child.
I mean, is your head just the same size now, and your body just grew into it?
I think so.
Okay.
But so the thing is, I finally played a kid who had one, and he was like, "Okay, what card are we playing for?" And I said, "We're playing for that thing on your arm." And he was like, "Okay," and I beat him, and I got the arm thing, and then his mom made me give it back.
I did that with not a lot of kids in my school in elementary were like super big into Yu-Gi-Oh, but a lot of the time they bring like toys and stuff to school, and I didn't bring anything. But a lot of the times I walked away with toys, even though I didn't bring any. So I would like go up to other kids. Don't do this, by the way. If you are a child listening to this, or if you're a parent and you're like, I'm going to advise my kid. This is a great thing. It's not. I would challenge kids to like rock, paper, scissors matches for their toy. And I would have no collateral. It would just be like, hey, rock, paper, scissors. If I win, I get your like little Batman race car. If you win, you get to keep it. And they'd be like, sick. And we would rock, paper, scissors, and I would always win. So there were a lot of times I went to school without a toy and left with one. Yeah, not cool. Yeah, that Batman race car one was actually one where my parents were like, wait, you need to stop doing this. Because apparently that kid's parents called and were like, hey, our kid just got like hustled out of a Batman race car. Can you explain this?
What? Was
the
it on the timer
going?
I thought that was his take.
On what?
No, we were just chatting.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, because I already
hilarious.
gave my thing on soccer and he gave his thing. We were just chatting.
You're right. Sorry. My bad. That just happened to be a perfect 60 seconds, though. Just saying.
Jeez.
I'm just trying to find a picture of me as a baby, and I'm having to go through many more pictures than I thought I had on my phone.
You apologize too much, Jonah. That worked out pretty good.
Yeah, stop apologizing.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Dude. Should I say it or you say it?
No,
Why don't you just both say it?
You should say it. This should come from the top. It's got to be you.
Nah. I'm not going to do it. Sorry, I'm still looking for my baby picture.
All right.
I'm like so committed now because I've already spent so much time looking for it.
Do you want me to give you your topic and you go for it while you're looking for that
Found
picture?
it.
Ah. Wow, that's a big head.
Yeah, dude.
You have a huge head.
I
That's
know!
a melon, bro. Dude's got cantaloupes stacked.
Bruh.
One's his face, the other one's his forehead. Oh my gosh. You're like keeled over with the weight of your head.
Bro, my head was
Oh
so
my gosh.
big. Look how much head that is, bro.
Wow. You're a cute kid, though.
I know, bro.
Gosh,
For real, though.
Adorable.
Look at that. Look at it straight up.
Oh my gosh.
I know,
Whoa.
bro.
Bro's got a Jimmy Neutron head,
Yo,
though.
chill on me. But look, when I was smaller,
Brain blast.
when I was smaller, it wasn't as big looking. But like a year later, my entire head
What,
just
your
grew.
body didn't have a growth spurt, but your head did?
Oh yeah, because this one, that's all head right there.
You look so unsatisfied with life.
Yeah, because I'm carrying around this big old head with this little body.
You walk around like this, you walk around going,
No, because I'd break my neck.
I'm just saying, head so big, couldn't hold it up, though. Oh, man.
All right, what's my topic?
Your topic is High School Musical.
3, 2, 1, go.
So I don't want to just talk about High School Musical, but I want to talk about all musicals. Let's just take a break. High School Musical was actually a really good series. I don't know what it is about it. I actually really liked it when I was younger. Not even gonna lie. I thought Zac Efron was a joint. I thought the rest of them were fine. And they had some hype music in there. Gotta get your head in the game. Gotta get you. Like, I don't know. A lot of it was so catchy that even to this day, I still remember a lot of the stuff.
Yeah.
Regardless of if you like it or not, it obviously had an effect on you if you watched it, because I'm pretty sure if you were to rewatch it, you could sing a lot of the songs in that series. Mm-hmm. However, I only saw the first one. I didn't see any of the other ones.
Whoa.
So maybe it wasn't good enough for me to go back and watch all the rest of them. But the first one was a joint, and I give it a 8 out of 10.
Okay, here's my
And this
rebuttal.
is coming from a guy whose favorite movie is Frozen. So, well, my favorite movie is American Ultra, but my second favorite is Frozen. Go ahead.
3, 2, 1, go.
Zac Efron didn't sing in the first movie.
Yeah, he did.
He lip synced. It was someone else's voice.
Mm-hmm.
The entire first movie. Zac Efron actually is the one singing in the second and third movie. I know. I just killed him with that truth.
You're the voice inside my head.
No, it's true. Zac Efron didn't sing in the first movie. But my take on High School Musical is that it's a really good series. I didn't see it until last year. My wife made me watch the entire thing. in like a day.
Same, actually.
Really? I had been hating on it for the longest time until I saw it.
Same.
And it's great. It's great. It's definitely something that influenced an entire generation, and it wasn't a bad influence. And Zac Efron, you started off hot, and you just got better. My gosh. Yeah. So I think that honestly, like the movie itself really just started stirring something, and then it just kept growing from there. And it gets better. I really do think that the movies just get better. You got to see the sequels. I mean, if you got a second favorite movie of Frozen, you should probably give High School Musical 2 and 3 a try.
I didn't watch Frozen 2 though.
Really?
Oh.
There's something about when I really like a movie, if they come out with a sequel, I don't want to see it and have it ruin it for me.
No, that is perfectly valid. That is perfectly valid. Most sequels
Suck.
are not good.
Yeah.
Like,
At
if they
all.
came out with the Moana 2, I couldn't watch it, even though I loved Moana.
I did not want that.
No, I
Don't
don't
even
want,
say that.
Well, they are coming out with TV series though.
No.
Animated show.
I don't like movies turned into TV series either. I can't think of one movie that I liked as a TV series.
Daredevil.
Didn't watch Daredevil movie or TV series.
The TV series was definitely better than the movie.
Oh yes.
One is always significantly better than the other, and that's the
Oh, for
problem.
sure.
Depending on which one you see, if you see the movie first, you're like, oh, this movie was great, and then the TV show sucks, you're upset. Or if you see the TV show and it's great, and then the movie sucks, you're upset.
Same
It's a
principle.
lose-lose.
Well,
It's the
but
same principle with things that were like once books that people love the books so much, and then
Oh,
they
I
make
hear
the
that all the
movie.
time.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
Well, what about like The Mandalorian? Isn't The Mandalorian
I
technically
don't give
based
a
off of Star
flying
Wars?
crap about The Mandalorian.
Well, you're missing out on a great show.
No, I'm not.
Yeah,
I'm really not.
you are. But you also haven't seen Star Wars. So.
No, I don't care about anybody in Star Wars. I only care about the black guy.
Lando?
Whoever has the purple sword.
Mace Windu.
Who's that?
Samuel L. Jackson.
Yep.
Nick Fury.
Nicolas
Snakes on a
Cage.
plane.
Nicolas Cage.
Nicolas Cage.
Who played
Yep.
Ghost Rider?
That's a diverse actor.
Okay, let's stop. Are you ready for...
I
Wait,
met
is it my
Nicolas
turn or your
Cage
turn?
What?
Is it my turn or your turn?
Yours. I said High School Musical.
Yes,
So yours is next.
it's yours.
I met Nicolas Cage once. He was cool.
Wait, seriously?
Yeah.
You gotta
When?
tell a story.
Yeah, you can't just leave it at that.
Well, no, he's fine. Go on.
You met Nicolas Cage. and you're
David
just gonna-
Lee Singer,
The third.
What?
Tell
You
your
met Nicolas
dang
Cage?
story.
Well, yeah, I met his son and then I met him.
You want to tell the whole story for the freaking podcast? Or you want to keep acting like a douche?
Okay.
Jeez.
It was at my dad's gift shop. So at the Arizona Center one that I just mentioned. Every so often a celebrity would come in, mainly because Arizona Center was one of the like stops for shopping, especially if you were a celebrity that was wanting to like have a bunch of people following you everywhere or whatever. It was just one of the more prominent places in downtown Phoenix. Nicolas Cage came in because his son showed up like a week earlier. His son had showed up with like a bunch of like college-aged kids and like just really weird dude. I was like 9, but I remember him being a really weird dude. And he was just hanging out and shopping for stuff, bought a few things, I think. And then he said, I got to tell my dad about this place. And we were like, oh, sick. And he left. And we didn't know he was Nicolas Cage's son until Nicolas Cage showed up a week later. And like the dude walked around, looked at our jewelry, and he was the most boring individual ever. Legit. Like he just wanted to talk to us about the housing market, and specifically about how he was looking for purchasing land, I think in like DC, and how it just wasn't working out for him or whatever. And he was talking about like his investments and things like it was weird. It was really weird because this is a dude, a grown man, having a conversation with a guy who's trying to sell him stuff and his 9-year-old son about the housing that he's trying to invest in. So it was a really, really boring conversation. And I didn't really know him as Nicolas Cage. I just knew him as the guy in National Treasure.
Yes.
So he came up to the counter, bought whatever he bought for me because I was like that cute little cashier clerk kid that people would buy stuff from. And after he leaves, he was like, you know what? My son who was in here last week really gave a good recommendation. Thanks, guys. And he left. And
You're right. This story sucks.
yeah. And then I just looked at my dad. I was like, Dad, is that the guy from National Treasure? And my dad was like, no. because my dad's a huge Nicolas Cage fan.
Wait.
Like he's a huge, and he knows him from like Face
Face Off.
Face Off, and like from Snake Eyes, and like all of them. He's just like huge Nicolas. And I said that, and he was like, no. My dad just like went into the office just mad and slammed the door. Was like, I'm staying in here. So I just.
Well, he ended up buying a castle, so
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, the housing thing must have worked for him at some point.
apparently.
That's the story of how I met Nicolas Cage.
Nice.
Yeah.
Thank you for sharing.
Nah, it's whatever. I also met Tommy Lee Jones and Meg Ryan in the same store.
I don't know either one of those people are. And
Bruh.
this story's just as boring as that one.
They are, really. I mean,
'Kay,
it's a gift shop. They come in, they buy stuff, they leave. Like, it's not a...
I will listen to the stories after the podcast.
No, you won't. You literally dip out of here so fast when we finish the show.
For those of you that are watching on video, because obviously if you heard that, the only way I can explain it is Jonah nodded his head weird, but he went like this. He went, yeah, he shrugged.
I told the truth, my boys.
Yeah.
Are you ready for your last topic from me?
Last topic.
Wait, how many more do I have?
I wrote down 5. I just gave you my third.
Okay, sorry. My fourth topic for you. You go. Because I lost it the second I said the topic in my head.
Are you just making these up right now on the spot?
Absolutely not.
So I
you want
write
me to
these
just go to my
beforehand.
list? Guess I can just
why
go to
don't
my
you-
list.
Yeah, why don't you just go to your list?
Because it's really hard to get to my list. List is so long, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Oops, sorry, opened the wrong note.
Oh, okay.
My bad.
Looks like a blank list.
That's not you couldn't even see
Making
my phone.
these up as you go along, bro?
Joke's on you, bro. Joke's on you, bro, because I have a whole list.
Mm-hmm.
Whole list. You ready?
Job comes prepared.
Tucson.
3, 2, 1, go.
I've never been to... Wait, no, I have been to Tucson because I went to their passport center and I got a passport in 2 hours. It was
Wait,
crazy.
stop the clock. Why'd you go to Tucson for a passport?
Why?
Because my passport application was denied 4 times.
I had to go down to Tucson, too, because they lost my passport in the mail.
Really?
What?
Yeah.
Dude, it sucks.
It's the worst.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry.
Wait. 1. Why were you denied 4 times?
I wasn't allowed to leave the country. It's a different thing.
Do you like this? Do you enjoy this?
There
Well,
are things about
just
my
saying-
life I cannot tell you, okay?
That's all you had to say.
But yeah, I wasn't allowed to leave the country, so I had to do a quick passport thing so that certain people wouldn't find out.
His mom.
No, not her.
Oh.
People that hate my mom. Yeah.
Because she skipped Tuesday.
Mm-hmm.
Start the clock. Tucson.
When I went to Tucson, I went to Denny's while I was waiting for my passport to get printed out. And you know what? That was a great Denny's experience. Mainly because, I also went to Walmart because I didn't have passport pictures. And they were like, you better go get them now. Bring them right back. So we were like, sick. Went to Walmart, got passport pictures, went to Denny's, waited, came back, got a passport. Really cool. Crazy how it happened in so short of a time. Because they said like it had to be a week turnaround or whatever. But it doesn't matter. That was my only experience in Tucson. From what I hear, Tucson is not the best part of Arizona. I don't know. It's apparently massive. It's where U of A is, right? University of Arizona?
Yes.
It's down there. It's apparently U of A and Tucson aren't like the brightest in the bunch. That's what I know about Tucson. They got a passport office. They got a wicked Denny's. They got a Walmart where the clerk argues with you about why your passport photo has to be a certain size. And they're dumb.
I thought you were going to say this is where you met the racist guy in Walmart.
No.
Okay.
That was recent.
Okay,
When I went
okay,
to Tucson, it was like, I was like 11.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Was he racist or anti-Semitic?
Anti-Semitics.
Is that the same?
yes
is that
and
considered
no.
the same
Yeah,
thing?
no. I mean, anti-Semitism is specific to Jews.
Right, but isn't being anti-Semitic still racist?
Not necessarily, because Judaism is also a religion.
Yeah. So, I mean, you could just...
Well, but according to your story, wasn't he saying it in regards to your race? Because you weren't wearing like a yarmulke or anything.
He was just generalizing it. Yeah.
But if somebody's being anti-Semitic, they usually don't know anything about the race or the religion.
Okay. I was just curious. That's why I was asking.
Yeah, it's one of those things where like a lot of people don't realize the difference of race and religion when it comes to Judaism. That's not just one thing.
Okay.
I'm ready.
Yeah. Tucson.
Yep.
Go.
In the Valley, we have the Waste Management Cup, and it's a golf tournament that raises a lot of money for and whatever. Tucson is just the waste that needs to be managed. Tucson is a dumpster. I think that if we were to be as like we can say every different city is something, right? So Scottsdale's like the Glass Hills of Cinderella, that pretentious city.
Okay.
Right? Phoenix is like a sloppily made hamburger that still tastes pretty delicious, but it doesn't look as intriguing. Tucson is the backsplash of diarrhea on the bottom of a toilet bowl in a public bathroom.
The backsplash. Oh.
Thank you.
If you describe Arizona,
we should have Mockbee back on the show.
Screw Mockbee. He's from Tucson.
I know.
I need a clip of that so I can send it to him because he's gonna hate that.
I'll clip that for you.
Thank
for sure.
you, my friend.
If you were, this is just
not for the YouTube, just for me to send to Mockbee.
This would just be fun. If you were to describe the state of Arizona, major cities, we'll say like Phoenix, Chandler, Mesa, Tucson. I don't know, Scottsdale. We'll throw that in there too. If you think of one, that would be another one to add it.
Guadalupe.
Prescott. Okay, cool.
Flagstaff.
Flagstaff. Sure. I'm saying generalizing it into a house. What city is each room?
Oh, I like this.
Okay.
I like this.
Can
I answer this too?
No.
This isn't my 60-second take for you. It's just carrying over the Tucson conversation.
I'm just kidding. You can also answer it.
Yeah,
Jonah, if you really
if it was a 60-second take, though, no.
Exactly.
Okay.
So Prescott is going to be the den upstairs, just for the obvious reasons of it being north. Okay. They're going to go with Mesa being the master bathroom. It's a crap hole, but you take care of it. Tempe's definitely the living room. It's the life of the party.
Like that.
Phoenix is the kitchen.
Yep.
Yeah.
Scottsdale is the Murphy bed inside of the second living room. It's just extra. It's just too much. But it's fine. We deal with it being there. Okay? Guadalupe is the side yard that doesn't get maintenance.
That you use as a dog run.
Pretty much.
Great. I'm glad I asked.
Phoenix is the backyard.
You said Phoenix is the kitchen, right?
Yeah, you said Phoenix.
We're going to switch that. Phoenix is the backyard, actually. Because there's always a random palm tree that's not supposed to be there.
Yeah.
Okay?
I can't. UGCU.
We're going to do Gilbert as the kitchen. Because Gilbert, the kitchen is usually the prettiest part of the house. Wow. And I don't know about you guys, but I think Gilbert's a very pretty, aesthetically good-looking city.
I agree.
Yeah. And they also have pretty good food in Gilbert as well. And Tucson is the sewer line that's right under the guest bathroom.
I like that.
Because if you're going to destroy a bathroom in your house, it's not going to be your own bathroom.
Yeah. I can be the only guy in my house. I can be the only one in my house. I'm home alone. And if I got to blow up a bathroom, it's not going to be the master bathroom.
Facts.
Like,
right now, I don't.
Shoot, I got to go.
We have a tenant in the house, so I'm not going to do that to her bathroom, so I'll do it in my bathroom. But once she moves out, it's a wrap for that.
It's a wrap.
I'm out here calling plumbers.
Okay. This is my take on what cities would be which rooms.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna agree with most of what you said. I'm gonna say Guadalupe is that like side yard for sure. I would say Scottsdale. I don't believe in second living rooms, but you're right. It is extra. It fits. I'm gonna say Scottsdale is the front porch, most decorated part of your house. The part that people are like, wow, that looks so good. That looks so nice. Fresh coat of paint. Yeah. Oh my gosh, so good, so prettied up. But they never go inside. You're just dressing up the front porch and nothing to take care of your inside. That's Scottsdale. I would say Phoenix is. I agree with the backyard, palm tree, everything like that. Tempe, living room, totally. I'm gonna say Mesa is the kitchen. I agree that like kitchen's one of the prettiest parts in the house. I also think that the kitchen can be one of the messiest parts in the house, depending on where you go, because Mesa's got pockets. You can drive from one area in Mesa and it's beautiful, and then you literally in a split second you're just not in a beautiful place anymore. And I think that that's exactly how the kitchen is. It's either the kitchen when it's clean or it's the kitchen when it's used. I'm gonna say Chandler and Gilbert together mixes into the master bedroom. I believe that is a place where the magic happens, and because I just find Chandler and Gilbert to be magical places. And everything else that you said, though, I'm going to agree. It's just my little takes. Tucson, I love the sewer line thing that you said. I'm going to say that Tucson, because Tucson's a little further from the house than everybody else, right?
Oh, dang it. Go ahead.
Tucson's the dumpster in the back alley that you just try to avoid. It's your neighbor's dumpster. It's not even your dumpster. You're like, I don't want to dump nothing in there. All right? It's the dumpster where you're like, if my trash stinks a little too much and I don't want to be that bad on the waste management guy, I'm just going to go to my neighbor's dumpster. I'm going to throw it in there and not tell him. That's Tucson.
I'm changing my Tucson to a piece of meat that fell out of the dumpster and is not going to get picked up until the next week in summer.
So I agree with some of the ones that you both
Okay,
have
so
said.
what's crazy about life, let's just go into
just talk about life.
Go ahead, Jonah.
Yeah.
Well, as people watch the video, they'll just see us looking at you. Just go ahead. Speak.
Just go.
Okay.
Shut up, Jonah. I'm just kidding.
I was going to say, I agree with most of what you guys said.
You better have something hilarious.
I will.
The pressure's on.
We've been building to you, bro.
You're right. The pressure's on. I'll see if I can handle it. So I would disagree, and I would say that Scottsdale is the master bedroom. Now, here's why. Because the master bedroom is exclusive. Not everyone is allowed in Scottsdale. Or if you happen to go into Scottsdale by accident, people look at you. People look at you funny. Jav, you talked about that on our show. And I think that is an allegory for the master bedroom, because if you accidentally walk in, the owners are going to look at you like, what the heck are you doing in here? So I would say Scottsdale is the master bedroom. I would say that Flagstaff is the upstairs guest bedroom where your parents stay from out of town, because it's pretty, it's kept, but no one ever really goes there. And it's kind of just there. And you keep it nice, you take care of it, but again, it's very rarely used. And I feel like Flagstaff is really only a college town, because I would argue that Prescott is the bedroom.
Prescott. I will.
We will cut you short. You better say it right.
Prescott is the granny flat in the back where you have that for your grandparents or your grandma or your parents, and they live in with you. I don't know. We didn't set up parameters. Phoenix is the kitchen, because you got a lot of flavors in there. You got a lot of different types of things going on in Phoenix, and I feel like that is perfect for the kitchen. As for Chandler, Mesa, I feel like those are like the kids' rooms, where I feel like that's kind of where people start out, and then they kind of gravitate out of that. Guadalupe, I admit I've never been to Guadalupe, so I really can't say. Although based off of what you guys said, I would have to agree. The side yard, and then Tucson. Tucson is, you know that one corner in the dog run where your dog always goes to do his business?
Yeah.
Yeah, like his taxes and stuff.
Yeah. Like he has a little briefcase over there.
It's accounting work.
That's adorable. Dog with a briefcase.
That is Tucson.
Yeah, Tucson's a dog with a briefcase.
That's a dog with a briefcase.
Yes.
Wow.
Okay.
Cool.
You guys,
Lake Havasu, Arizona is the pond you built out in the backyard, but it's too hot outside to go out there.
facts.
I don't disagree.
Yeah. All right. Let me give you your next take if you're down for it.
Yep.
All right. You ready, Jonah, for this as well?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Godzilla versus Kong.
3, 2,
Wait,
1.
one second.
I'm so excited for that movie.
Really? I'm stoked.
Okay. Story-wise, probably not going to be very good.
I don't care.
I'm there for the freaking action.
Okay,
Yeah.
I don't know what that is.
All right.
You know what
3
Godzilla versus Kong is?
No.
Do you know who Godzilla is?
Should I not count down?
Wait, we gotta
the
catch
big,
catch you up.
like dragon that wants to kill the Asians,
I mean,
Pretty
yeah.
much.
and then King Kong is the big monkey that wants to kill the Asians.
They're making a movie where Godzilla and Kong fight.
What happens to the Asians?
Nah, I think it takes place in like L.A. or something.
Okay, start it.
3, 2, 1. Go.
Protect all Asians. This is a good thing. I'm glad that they have taken the 2 Asian killers and they have decided to put them against each other to see who is allowed to terrorize the Asians from here on out. Because it's unfair to the Asian population to have to deal with 2 gigantic monsters. They should only have to deal with 1. And I'll tell you why. Because every race has their one race that tries to kill them all the time. For the Jewish people, they had Adolf Hitler. The Germans tried to kill him. For the black people, the white people tried to kill them. For the Asians, it's either King Kong or it's Godzilla. Am I off here? Who cares? This is decent takes. So I'm glad that we are protecting our Asian people at all costs. They've had a tough year with people blaming them for COVID, and it's only right that we give them some type of reparations, and the reparations that we're giving them is King Kong versus Godzilla.
We just blame the Chinese government.
Yeah. Godzilla's more centralized to Japan.
And King Kong is New York.
Yeah.
Are they not Asians?
I mean, Japan,
There are mad Asians in New York, and there are mad Asians in Japan.
Yeah, you got a point. He's got a point.
Japanese
Jonah,
are
you-
considered Asians.
Yeah,
you
they
can't-
are.
You can't argue with that.
Yeah, you
Jonah.
can't argue with that either.
Why are
Let's
you trying to argue
go!
with that?
Hot takes, baby!
Hot takes. All right, here's my rebuttal.
3, 2, 1. Go.
Because I know of the movie and I've seen the trailer. I got to show you the trailer. It's insane. I think that Godzilla is awesome. I've never cared for Godzilla ever in my life, but I think that he's cool. I've never been one to watch Godzilla 2001 with Matthew Broderick and how awful that was. I'm not one to have dabbled in the old Godzilla movies like Godzilla vs. Mothra and all that stuff. Not really into that. But this movie got me excited to see Godzilla and King Kong, except I don't think it's the same King Kong from Peter Jackson's King Kong, which sucks because that was awesome. But to see these 2 giant dudes, giant monsters fight in the middle of the ocean and in giant major cities and all kinds of stuff, because people, this is why I like it. At what point do people go, wow, that thing's so big, I don't think we can really shoot it down. Let's get another big one and have them fight. That's why I think it's cool. It's stupid, and I think that's great.
So, Davey, I don't know if you've seen it yet, but Godzilla King of the Monsters came out
I have
a
not
couple
seen
years
that.
ago.
No.
I own it. We should watch it.
Well, I'm probably just going to watch it.
Jonah is the king of making plans and then never coming.
Yeah, dude.
Well, we just haven't solidified any plans yet.
This guy, first he started
We've already
off
seen
with
it.
saying that he wants to watch Whiplash with me. Never even attempted to make it happen. Second, he said he wants to see American Ultra with me and Davey. And he goes, yeah, my next few weeks are booked up, but let's watch it after. As if we can hold on to the anticipation. And then the third one.
Clearly you couldn't because you watched it already.
Shut up. He says that I have this movie, King Kong, Revenge of the Sith, and I want to watch it. And
yeah.
Let's watch it. So you have 3 pending plans, of which you have no plans to perpetuate these plans to happen.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we tried to make Whiplash happen, and you just stopped texting back.
That's not true.
Yes, it is. We
It's not true.
We read the freaking conversation.
Okay, let's see who was the last person to text somebody and who didn't respond. Shall we?
I might not even have the texting conversation.
Because I texted you today and you didn't respond.
Cool. And then whenever
Hobo.
you're ready, you can give me my next
You
topic.
hobo.
When?
Today. At like 6:07.
6:05. You said, joke's on you guys. I'm probably going to make it on time.
Correct.
I didn't realize you wanted me to respond to that.
That's what texts are. You send texts so that people respond to them. That's a thing.
Well,
Oh, wow. Speechless. Okay.
well, it doesn't even matter anymore because you guys watched Whiplash and American Ultra without me. So.
Correct, because you never show up. So we should just watch this other movie without you too. What do you say to that?
I mean, I hope you wouldn't because I would like to watch it with you guys.
Well, that's great. Your topic.
Yeah.
Can you not roll your eyes back like you're the
Jav,
Undertaker?
I am not Naveed. I think you need to get that out of your head.
One? Who the hell is Naveed?
Yeah,
I
honestly.
thought that's who you said that was.
Nadav.
Nadav,
You
dude.
dummy.
This
This is why you're literally Nadav.
Wow. Folks, what's my topic?
I'm so mad now.
What?
He tried to say that he was competent by saying something incompetent. I'm not dumb, I'm smart. Okay. Are you?
Jonah, what you just did is probably going to change his topic because he doesn't have a list. Like,
It
he's
did.
just
Ready?
Yeah.
Do you watch TV with captions or without captions?
3, 2, 1, go.
I watch TV without captions.
You psychopath.
I don't-
Continue, sorry.
I don't like captions. I don't like having, because for me, I get really distracted by captions. If I'm watching TV and I see the words coming up on the screen, and whether it's like captions that are through your TV that has like the black bar and then like the white lettering and stuff and it goes up the whole screen, really, really annoying to me. Or if it's just like the letters come up right on the screen, it bothers me because I always feel like I have to be reading them and then I miss out on what I'm watching. I've spent time with captions where I've had to rewatch part of an episode on television or whatever because I could not pay attention to what was happening because I was so distracted by the captions. I don't like captions for that reason. I will have captions on if I'm playing like a video game for all like the cutscenes and stuff. I like having captions for that because they're few and far between. For things that I watch on like YouTube sometimes, captions. But TV, no. It just seems distracting.
Start the clock. I put captions on absolutely anything I watch on a TV.
Same.
Doesn't matter how loud, doesn't matter how quiet. Captions should always be on. There are very few exceptions to these rules. And all of the exceptions to these rules are anything where you're waiting on a competition to get announced, like the results of something. So Hell's Kitchen, you don't want to know who wins the competition before they actually announce it because sometimes the captions are too fast. The second one is Jeopardy. You don't want to see the answers to the question before Alex Trebek says it. And those are really the only two things that I don't watch with captions on. Captions are an essential part to TV watching. It's just like having the bread for your peanut butter jelly. It's just like having the knife for your steak. Or I guess you can use the spoon if it's tender enough, but I always think those videos look stupid. Anyways, captions are an important, essential piece of watching television, and I stand by that, and I will always watch it with it. And if anybody who doesn't care to have the captions on, it's fine to just read above the captions. Like, don't read them. Just watch the movie then, because I'm going to watch the captions.
I don't know. They distract me.
You're...
Easily distracted.
Yes.
No, it's fine that you feel that way. Just know that if we watch American Ultra...
Captions will be on.
Well, I probably already know the words. I know everything that happens, so I don't necessarily need the captions for that.
Mm-hmm.
We also did not watch American Ultra, by the way.
Yeah, that didn't happen.
I know.
Or Whiplash.
I know.
What's your last topic?
My last topic for you, Jav, is...
How far into the episode are we?
I don't know.
1 hour, 40 minutes.
Oh,
Yeah.
snap. We should wrap soon.
All right. My topic for you is, should schools teach life skills?
3, 2, 1, go.
I think high school should be 2 years long. I think high school should just cram in all the important stuff as far as mathematics, English, all that stuff. Cut out all the electives, and then there should be 2 years of trade school. That will allow kids to get into the workforce a lot faster. Now, within all those 4 years, sports should continue to be the same way that they are now. So in those next 2 years where you're not in high school, you would still be a part of the high school team, and it's all considered one big thing. So spend 2 years on trade, 2 years on like the curriculums that you're forced to do anyways. Because honestly, the latter half of my high school career, maybe the first half of my high school career, completely useless. The second half, very important. But there weren't enough life skills taught at all. And I think that all these kids are getting out of high school and they're needing college, not as an educational purpose, but as a life buffer because they're not ready to be adults.
Here's my rebuttal.
That was a hot take. And go.
Quite a few years back, I heard this song that was released by a guy called Boy in the Band. And the song's called Don't Stay in School. Whole point of it is he's not preaching out against schools, but he is saying that the school system is a little flawed and that it doesn't teach life skills. And I agree. I think that there is a problem when someone can graduate out of high school, but they know nothing about how to do life. They know nothing about how to manage a checkbook or do taxes or interview for a job, or notice when someone is going through cardiac arrest and what you need to do in order to help them, or notice if someone is having trouble breathing, or notice if someone is having struggles with mental health, and recognizing the signs of those illnesses. And I think that those are things that people can be taught in order to create a better, more sustainable life. I agree with your notion about 2 years of high school and then 2 years of trade, because that just sets people up for success. I think, and my version of that would be, a lot of the classes that are taken in high school can easily
Time's up,
be
bro.
done.
Shut up.
Shoot.
Just kidding. Go ahead.
A lot of the classes that are taken in high school, a lot of the time, at least in my case, were repeated in general education through college.
Yep.
You can just take it in college.
Yep.
And if you feel if you feel that college isn't necessary for you, at least you had the trade school thing that taught you how to get something going for you in life. Or at least you had the life skill thing that taught you how to do a couple of things or how to interview for a job or whatever that could be, so that you could have some successes early on in life without having to learn the hard way. I think it's unfair to leave that to the parents to teach, because the parents weren't taught it to begin with anyways.
Absolutely.
And you're running way over 60 seconds right now.
As someone who for a year and a half was an assistant teacher here in Phoenix, I 100% agree with that. There were so many times where we were teaching them stuff, and in the back of my mind, I'm like, what is this going to do for them in the future? Like, we are teaching them things where, now it's good to know your history and all those kind of things, but unless they're going into a specific field.
60-second takes is our thing, right?
I know, I wanted to add.
You didn't even set a timer, Jonah.
Shut
up, Jonah.
Nadav, shut up.
Shut up, Jonah.
Are you going to call this episode Shut Up, Nadav?
Maybe.
Who knows?
Well, finish your point, because I don't want people to get blue-balled on that.
All I'm saying is,
I don't know if I should have said that.
I 100%.
The look I just gave you of like
on the idea, like mentally.
I 100% agree with you guys. We need to be teaching these kids what is relevant
to
real life.
Just kidding.
And we need to be doing it from a young age, maybe not even just in high school, but trying to make sure that these kids are ready for when they become adults. Because, Jav, you are 100% correct. I cannot count the amount of people I know from college where they used it as a buffer because they were not ready to be adults. 100% agree with you.
Yep. Correct. Grow up. Let's end the show. Thank you for listening to another episode of the Decent Take Show. Was that too rough of an ending?
Nah, thanks for taking this journey with us, everybody.
Follow us at Decent Takes on Instagram. Subscribe on YouTube. Like, comment, share, all that stuff, because that's how we grow. That is how we grow. Okay. let's roll out. We'll do this again next week. Sound
Yeah,
good?
this
Sound
sounds good.
good?
All right,
You know,
peace
this is
out.
working out.
Let's
We should
do
do
it.
this more often.
Yeah.
Yeah.